Three words pulled from their context have been used to silence more legitimate conversation than almost any other in the sermon. Do not judge. And the misreading goes like this: never assess anyone. Give everyone a pass. All behavior is equal. Discernment is arrogance. Silence is virtue. That is not what Jesus said. Yeah, Matthew 7:1. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Notice the word first, not never. First, there is a second step. Remove your plank, then you will see clearly to help your brother. Jesus is not abolishing the second step. He is establishing the order required for it to be legitimate. The plank is real. Examine yourself first, that is the warning. But then you will see clearly that is the second step, the one the misreading always leaves out. Do not judge does not mean do not discern. It means check yourself before you do. And then immediately, in the very next breath, Jesus says, do not give dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. Read that carefully. You cannot obey that instruction without making a judgment about who the dogs and the pigs are in a given situation. Jesus forbids judging, and in the same passage tells you to discern who you are dealing with. Those two instructions only make sense together if judging and discerning are different things. Judging, condemning a person's soul, standing in God's place, writing someone off eternally. That belongs to God alone. Romans 14:10, we will all stand before God's judgment seat. Discerning, assessing behavior, character patterns, fruit, in order to make wise decisions about who you trust, who you walk with, who you let into your life. One is God's domain. One is your responsibility. Tell me who you walk with, and I will tell you who you are. Proverbs 13:20, a companion of fools suffers harm. That verse requires discernment. You cannot apply it without assessing who the fools are. Salt and light require discernment. You cannot push back against decay if you cannot identify what is decay. The armor track requires discernment. You cannot raise a shield against an enemy you have refused to acknowledge. Wolves in sheep's clothing. The very next passage after this one requires discernment. You cannot identify a wolf without assessing fruit. Without discernment, you do not become non-judgmental. You become vulnerable. The person who gives everyone a pass does not preserve anything. They dissolve into whatever surrounds them. Salt that cannot identify decay cannot slow it. So here is what Jesus actually requires. Start with yourself. The plank is real. Self-examination is not optional. It is the foundation of legitimate discernment. The person who calls out bad behavior in others while living a double life is the hypocrite Jesus is addressing. But the person who has done the work, who has examined themselves, who have removed the plank, who is walking in integrity, that person sees clearly. And what they see clearly, they are responsible to act on. Not to condemn souls, not to write people off, not to stand in God's place, but to protect themselves, to protect the people they are responsible for, to identify fruit, to walk wisely, to be the salt in the light that the sermon already called them to be. Do not judge is a warning against hypocrisy, against condemning what you yourself are doing, against standing in God's place. It is not a command to abandon discernment, to ignore bad behavior, to give everyone unlimited access to your life, your trust, your inner circle. Jesus spent this entire sermon describing a way of life that requires constant discernment. The narrow gate requires it. The wolves require it. The fruit test requires it. The rock and sand require it. Remove the plank first, then you will see clearly.
Both steps are in the text. Do not skip either one. Either one.